Hi everybody, welcome to Fast Homebrew. I've never done this before, but today I'm going to try testing for diacetyl in a beer that I'm about to bottle because I've had a couple recently that when they're young have come up a little bit buttery, and apparently that's diacetyl. So here I am pouring out one of those with my best mate here, going to have a bit of a beer, and yeah, there's a little bit of a buttery flavour going on in that. What do you think, Max? Yeah, Max says, no way, I'm not drinking that. He's a very fussy connoisseur of beer. So, to the laboratory. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so this is the brew fridge here, and I've got two beers in there. This top one, this is the most recently brewed one, and this one's been sitting there for a while. That's the one I'm worried about. It's about to go in these bottles. So, the way it works is that I make a new beer. It takes the top shelf, and you see the top shelf has all the gear, and then so the top one has to move down to the bottom. So yeah, top shelf, as I said, it's got the heat belt and the temperature probe, but this poor guy down the bottom, he's been fending for himself with no heating or anything, and there's just not enough, and he's been slowly getting colder. So I'm worried that the yeast don't have enough time to actually clean up for themselves after the first after the first week of fermentation there. So how do we test for diacetyl? Well, we take a sample like this, and here we are. Okay, so I'm pouring this into two glasses. The one on the left has actually been warmed up a little bit because you'll see why. Put some foil over the top for some reason. I'm not sure. I'm just following the instructions. And that's into a sink with some very hot water that I'm now making even hotter. So the aim here is to get the beer up to between 60 and 70 degrees for like 10 minutes there. So I'm just monitoring the temperature, and there we are at 60. So that's a 10-minute timer, and I'll just wait for that. 3, 2, 1, very good. Alright, so now I'll take the hot water out and put the cold water in. Now I've got to bring the temperature down to the same as the other sample, as the non-heated up sample. So they're both going in the fridge, or I'm trying to put it, I didn't see that there. Both going in the fridge. Turns out you don't actually have to put it in the fridge, I don't think. But yeah, anyway, it evened out the temperature for me. So here they are. I've got so what I've done is basically rapidly aged. I think the one on the left one tastes like flat beer. Right one, sure enough, it's got that buttery, popcorny taste to it. So even though the sample tastes okay, the one on the right, no, even though hey, you know what I'm saying, there's a difference. Here's Dog for a second opinion. Alright, Dog, what do you think? That one's okay? And yeah, yep, he's saying that one's got the buttery flavour. Okay, so, well, that was a successful test. I guess that means that beer I've got up there needs a little bit longer in the thing before I bottle it, and the yeast can clean up after themselves, and there'll be no diacetyl. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.